Hey, 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 well, we're at it again. As long as we're in the kitchen, we just will show you some things. And I've got you may not recognize this, but this is a pair of knives sitting there. So anyways, we got steak knives, and come on in here and look. They are a curved outside radius, and then they have little outside radiuses on them. And of course, they dip in, come back out, dip in, come back out, dip in, come back out like that. So this is Denver, and we do have a lot of dips here. So that's a good example on your knife. And so what you want to do here is I'm actually going to start back here on this point by my hand. And I don't hang on to them like this. I come right up here because my thumb's got to be kind of an anchor point. So I set it down back here, slide it forward, set it down, slide it forwards like that. And then I'll go down in that hole, up over the radius, around the radius, up over this one, back down on that one, up on that one, back down on this one. And I actually move forwards, and yes, my hand is going to be on what would be the sharper part of the knife as I move out. But if you do not slide your hand on this part of it, sliding at your skin, you can touch it quite a bit, even if it was super sharp, and it won't cut you, because actually your skin's very tough. So just like that, down through that little rounded hole, up over the round, down in the rounded hole, up over the round, just work my way right along. Now, when I'm doing a tune-up, or after I've got it pretty sharp, I'll do it a little bit different way, and I'll show you how I do it just a little bit different way. Just like that, we gotta move. And I can feel that knife is getting sharp on my left hand. So just like that, down in the little dip. Okay, now this one, I'm just gonna go along like that. And I actually watch the blade change. So now I'm gonna slow down. There's a corner there. I'll hold still so you can see the corner. Okay, now we're going to take the corner, we're going to put it down in there like this and just go along gently. Don't press too hard, let it work, don't make it work, just like that. Okay, then same thing on the other side. And I'm actually going to set this one down and work, because I can see a little bit of a problem out there. So I'm just going to work my way back, and then on here, you'd never cut with that back part, I don't think. Okay, now we're just going to lighten up on the pressure, flip the knife every pass, and really do the furthest out, the apex, I guess you call it, of the actual cutting edge. So just like that. So let's see what our Denver magazine says. Okay. That's pretty good for a steak knife. And when it bites your skin, yes, oh, wow. It really bites. So let's see about the thumb. Yeah, it's taking the thumbnail off. So there's that one. So let's do this. Okay, it wants to go up, but you really have to fight with it. So let's just run right along. I'm going to use the Mini, Sharpen Spark Mini, and I'm going to move along at the speed that I would actually do this at if I wasn't filming, just like that. Now we're going to move, set it down left, slide it right, set it down left, slide it right, set it down towards my hand, my left hand, slide it right towards the tip, set it down towards the handle, slide it towards the tip, just like that. Move right along, because my tungsten carbide corners actually cut the metal. It doesn't take very long to get it done. Now we'll just do this for a little bit. All right, now we're going to turn it over. Now I can, because it's the same on this side, run along like this. And I use my fingers to kind of suck the knife back into my hand, so I'm exposing the dull part of the blade, just like that. Kind of like a... You ever seen a praying mantis eat? Thank God praying mantises are not a foot tall. Google praying mantis eating. It's the worst thing. They eat their victims alive. I mean, literally eat them alive. They hang on and they just start eating. I've never seen And they'll jump on they'll jump on a mouse, they'll jump on a bird. I don't care how big the animal is, they're going to just eat it. I've never seen anything like it until one day I actually seen a praying mantis video, and it was a praying mantis and its food. I never seen anything like it in my life. I didn't know. I will not. I used to kind of, we have them in Wyoming, and I'd kind of play with them. I'd pick them up, if they wouldn't fly, and I'd kind of mess with them. But their feet, their legs are long, and they've got spikes that turn back in. So when you pull, it's not easy to get them off. And their mandibles are actually very large. I mean, if it really actually landed on you and bit you, you'd sure as hell know it. Pinch his head off or something, because you got to get it stopped. Anyways, we'll just go look them up, praying mantis, watch them eat. It is gross. So now we're just going to do this for a little bit. I'm using about an ounce of pressure, and I'm not going too fast because I want it to go down through the round, up over the point, down through the round, up over the point. Okay, let's see what we got now. Nope, sharpeners don't work. Okay, here's a little explanation. You got videos. You got 3,400 videos. We've done a lot of videos. We probably have 800 or 900 sharpening videos, and that's strung out over an 8-year period of time. So somebody says, I want to see them, do this or that. So they look at the videos. Well, then that video doesn't pertain to what they're thinking that they want to see. And instead of trying to go through all the videos to find what they do want to see, they'll say, hey, do a video on this. Well, we've already done perhaps, could be 20 videos on that. And then, people always have to come back with a comment that, I basically think you're faking it, and that's okay. You can say what you want to. Whatever makes you feel good between your ears, because a lot of that, I just blow it off and put it down as somebody who wants to kind of be in the spotlight for a while. But they definitely work. It doesn't make any difference what I try my sharpener on and what I sharpen with it. It's actually quite easy to make a knife cut like that. And then, of course, you can test it on your skin, and it just hangs on. So, yes, it absolutely does work. It works on both of these really good. It worked on the kitchen knife, the big, like a chef knife that we just did, and they work. So check them yourself, and you do have to remember, small learning curve, put enough pressure on it. I say light pressure, but don't go too light. If it's taking you more than 3 to 5 minutes to sharpen a dull knife, then you're probably not pressing on it hard enough, or you don't have the right angle. So this one is right about like that, which is more than 10 degrees. So you could have the angle off a little bit. It could be a little bit thick. It could be very, very dull. It could be super hard metal, or you're not pressing hard enough on it. So there's enough variances in there that you got to figure out the combination to make it work right. This is Brad Buckner, sharpensbest.com. You take care. You stay sharp out there.